All right, my friends. This is one of those times when I'm feeling kind of crazy because it is now 3:25 in the morning and I'm still up. I normally don't stay up this late. I normally sleep at like midnight or sooner. I got something important to say though, so you should stay tuned. How you like that YouTube water bottle? You know,
Flexing on those noobs.
The important thing I want to say today is about finding things out for yourself and not just believing the common wisdom or the general advice that's repeated by others. So tonight it was like 10 p.m. I got into bed, I was reading my Kindle, and I just got inspired. I was really inspired by some business ideas. So I went to my computer, started working, started listening to music. Then I got really juiced, and then at like, I don't know, 11:30 or midnight, I went to the gym, got a workout in. I almost missed that workout because I'm trying to do 60 days, not a single day off. This would have been a day off. The reason I wanted to take the day off was I was having a little bit of knee discomfort from the new bike I got, which isn't fitted yet. And today was squats, but I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm gonna do squats anyways. And it was fine, and hit some PRs today, which is good. Came back, was still inspired, had my protein shake, and then started cranking on some more work, and now it's 3:30. What does all this have to do with taking things at face value in terms of advice? Let me think about that for a second and I'll tell you. See, the water is like it buys me time to think. So there's common advice on a lot of things that I have broken intentionally or unintentionally and experimented and discovered things for myself. Some things I agree with the common advice, some things I don't agree with the common advice. So for example, the idea that you should always take at least one rest day during the week if you're exercising isn't necessarily true, right? You want to avoid overtraining. You want your body to recover because exercising is not how you get stronger, right? It's the stress of exercise promotes or is the stimulus for a recovery that allows you to grow stronger. The thing is, I was lifting weights 4 days a week and then cycling 1 or 2 days a week, so a total of 5 or 6 days a week for the last few months. But because I have this really big ride in August coming, it's gonna be 275 miles over 3 days, I wanted to just up the intensity and really get in the best shape I could. So I started exercising 7 days a week since July 2nd. And overall, I've been feeling great. The things I've learned are that, well, number one, you can't exercise every day, or at least I'm speaking for myself. I'm not saying what you should or should not do. I can exercise every single day without issue, other than my knee, which is a different issue, as long as I'm sleeping enough. I need to sleep more when I'm exercising at this level of intensity, and also eating well, because if I eat like crap, I'm gonna feel like crap. When your body's more stressed in this way, then recovery methods such as sleep, such as nutrition, they become more important. And if they're not dialed in, then you feel the consequences much more. That's why last Saturday I slept 10 hours, even though I was sleeping 7-ish most days that week. Another example is the idea that you should always sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time, which is something that I say because it makes for better sleep. But then there's days like today when I just feel super inspired. And this has happened on and off for as long as I can remember. And my mind will just race and I have these great thoughts and sometimes I'll write them down, but then I still have more thoughts and I just want to get started on them. So I'll start working. And is it good for my sleep? Am I gonna sleep well tonight? Again, I'll sleep by like 4:30. No, I'm gonna have terrible sleep. I felt like doing that, right? I just went with the emotions and it was exciting and it was fun and it still is fun. And I'm talking to you right now because I want to, right? So what I am learning and what no one has really told me is that, hey, sometimes I'm gonna feel really inspired late at night, and allowing myself to indulge that feeling is oftentimes really fun and really rewarding, and I can have some breakthroughs and some really powerful insights that I normally don't have in my day-to-day routines when I'm just kind of going through the motions, doing the work I'm supposed to be doing, sleeping when I'm supposed to be sleeping, waking up when I'm supposed to be waking up, all that stuff. So ultimately what I'm trying to say is that it is important to have curiosity and discover things for yourself. I remember when I started lifting weights for the first time in high school, there was all this bro science going around like,
within 30 minutes of working out, and you need to have casein protein at night so that your body has protein.
A constant source as you sleep. And now people are like, oh, intermittent fasting, or rather time restricted feeding. Don't eat anything for 16 hours and you can still gain muscle. So like, if you just blindly believe what is supposedly true, then you're probably gonna miss out on a lot of actually true things. Now, obviously you need to exercise some caution, some like common sense, some restraint when you're experimenting. Like you don't wanna say, what happens if I do this really dangerous thing, you know, that people say I shouldn't do? You probably shouldn't do that, but things like brewing tea, for example. So when it comes to tea, they say there's like a couple different strategies. There's, well, the two main ones are Gong Fu and Western. And Gong Fu, you take a lot of tea, a little bit of water, and you do it many times, many brews. Western style, a little bit of tea, a lot of water for a long period of time, and you only do 1 or 2 steeps. Generally, you would just follow those instructions. You would read the tables as to what kind of tea it is, what temperature, blah, blah, blah. But what happens if you experiment? What happens if you take the black tea that you should steep at 208 degrees Fahrenheit and you try 175? And rather than 30 seconds, you try 3 minutes. Like, what happens? Try an experiment and see for yourself, because that results in a deeper understanding than just blindly following the advice from, some tea blog. Is it even a Kevin Jabal video if I don't mention tea at least once, right? Another one is actually with cars. So the common theory, or the common saying, or the common belief rather, is that more horsepower, faster 0 to 60 is a better, more fun car. But a small but growing proportion of car enthusiasts are now learning that actually no, it's not the most important thing. Driving feel, driving dynamics, the steering feedback, the stick shift, how tight is the transmission, those kinds of things, the way it's balanced around a corner, oversteer, understeer, those things make for a much more engaging driving experience. But hey, you shouldn't believe anything I'm saying. You should experiment and try them out for yourself. Like, maybe you actually don't like small, nimble, tossable cars like I do. Maybe you like muscle cars. Maybe you like going fast in a straight line only. And that's okay. It's whatever you want to do. And everyone's talking about how you gotta sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at 3 a.m. and then do a workout and like run a marathon before 6 a.m. and then have breakfast, and it's only like eggs and I don't know, like it's so extreme and it's so prescriptive, but everyone's different. You're gonna have people that are early chronotypes, late chronotypes, people in the middle, people that are kind of crazy like me, where it's like, I like waking up early, I like waking up late, I like staying up late, I like it all, So part of that whole like hustle porn and the glorification of working hard and being so disciplined is also one of those blind beliefs that you need to challenge for yourself, because I know a lot of people who they just operate better staying up late and waking up late, and that's totally fine. Especially when I was in college and high school, which is normal, your chronotype tends to get shifted backwards when you're in late adolescence. I would have a lot of sessions late at night when I would just be studying and grinding and getting a lot of stuff done, really focused. There were fewer distractions, most people are asleep, and just going at it, right? It actually only was in med school with actually surgery rotations where you need to start at 3:30 to get to the hospital by 4:30, where I realized how fun mornings can be, early morning. That's when I started becoming more of a morning person. The other thing that YouTubers always say, they say, like and subscribe to my channel, share this video, and I'm not gonna say that, because that's the common thing to say. I'm gonna say, test it for yourself. See what happens when you like this video. See what happens when you subscribe to my channel. Does your life get better? If you don't like it, do you feel sad? Experiment. Let me know what you find out. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, check out this one and that one. Much love, and I'll see you guys there. Ooh, that was a fun one. I should probably go to sleep. I'm too juiced.